right, family, let's fill it up. Let's fill it up. Y'all see the title? Let's fill it up, family. Y'all see the title. Let's make this one brief, quick, and powerful like always. Well, that's not always. Like, y'all know I be long-winded. What's going on, gang? What's going on, gang? Happy New Week. Happy New Week, everybody. All right, shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to all you beautiful people. All right, my sister Sharice Fierce in the building. If you don't know about that woman, you better go find out. All right, especially my divine feminine. All right, what's going on, beautiful people? I'm gonna get right into it, y'all. As everybody fill up the church seats. All right, whoever gets here. All right. So today, first of all, before I even get into it, damn, I'll be ahead of myself. The air stellium, you get me every time. I've been telling y'all, I've been under the weather this past week. They putting something in the air, y'all. They putting something in the air. I don't know what it is. But my DNA was acting funny past 14 days, all right? So I've been trying to do a whole bunch of work, knocking out readings, planning the Masterclass that is now here, gang. Okay, so chart your destiny Masterclass. We bringing in the new year the right way. We're bringing in the new year the right way. All right, one of the most infamous questions I think all spiritual teachers or spiritualists or, astrologers, one of the main things I could say let me talk about my personal experience. I know one of the main things that I get booked for or is asked a lot is relationship influences, career influences. Niggas be trying to borrow how I use this spirituality to get to the bag. All right, I get it. I got to heal. All right, I get it. I got to heal I got to deal with some karma. I signed some contracts, but a nigga, inflation is inflated. How I get to the bag, brother? All right, which house is it? Is this planet? Which one? I heard this astrologer say something about Venus. I got to love up on something? All right, niggas, we want to get to, and I think everybody in the chat could attest to this. I think when we all got into astrology, it didn't take that long to read that up. Family, put a 1 in the chat. If it didn't take you less than 30 days after you started reading things about astrology, all right, how to make money. Yo, this earth realm, this matrix got us fudged up. We're going to try to find out how to get to the bag with spirituality. I am a Capricorn moon rising. I wouldn't be in alignment if I wasn't helping the collective understand how we're going to use these stars to get right. Y'all know it's Saturn's favorite, nephew. Don't play with my uncle. We've been putting respect on his name all first quarter of the year, so we're not gonna decrease that vibe. All right. So relationship activity, career activity, and borrow. Where my gifts and talents at? What's my purpose? Where's it at, brother? All right. Seeing everybody flourishing with their different gifts and talents at the age of social media. It's the age of Aquarius. Niggas is getting rich. I just seen a little 16-year-old at 500K subs on YouTube. This little nigga getting to it. What do I gotta do? Do I gotta play video games on YouTube like this little nigga? What do I gotta do, brother? Pastor man. That's what they call you, right? You're a pastor. Well, sanctify my bank account if you got it like that. But that's why we here. All right? Family, chart your destiny. Masterclass is here. We're moving into Aries season, and I want my whole church to understand how to identify their talents, their gifts, and also understand how to align these things with purpose. We're going to define what talents and gifts are. We're going to define what purpose is, right? I need all of y'all to understand how to be able to pick up on what is it you're here to do this lifetime. It's a different contract. It's a different mission. It's multiple purposes. So we're already starting off on the wrong track when we think we have one purpose. You're already starting off on the wrong track when you think there's one mission, one total ultimate mission or purpose, when it comes into what you're here to do on a spiritual level, family. And part of your purpose is to experience and create. Besides the things, some of you guys have a purpose to help break some family curses, to heal things with your family lineage.
A lot of us are here. Look at our north node. We have different nodes. Some of y'all have y'all nodes in earth signs. You're here to understand what it feels like to gain stability, build stability on your own timing. Some of y'all have north nodes in water signs. Y'all here to understand how to really deal with connection in the subconscious. Might have been too external. There's a time to get a bit in tune with that. Some of y'all got the north node in air. You deprived in the relationship department. You need a date, brother, sister. You need to find out what it is to be locked into something. You hear me, family? You hear where I'm going? Because it's been a while I haven't been up here. I don't know how long. I'm going to be up here until I start blowing my nose and all the mucus and congestion get up in the nasal area, family. And get up right there in the mug. You know when you wake up in that, you got that morning breath, you're like, damn. They came and breathed through his nose. That's what I was dealing with these past weeks. So I got to conserve energy as much as possible, but y'all be turning me up as y'all always do. Y'all be healing me. So I really need to get on live more when I'm under the weather, because y'all be getting my chakras all up in alignment. Okay? Some of y'all got the north node. Shout out to everybody in the building. I see all you beautiful souls. I see my sister Ebony Simone in the building. That's a devoted, persistent, consistent sister. I see my sister Naya Soul in the building. All right, you need some modeling inspiration. You want some crystal jewelry? Tap into the good sister. I mean, I got my family members in the building. Shout out to all of y'all. All right. So some of y'all got the north node in fire. You are here to explore your creative expression. You're here to explore expression in general. So let alone creative artistic expression, you learn how to speak up for yourself in the work department. You learn how to speak up for yourself in your relationship. You learn how to speak up for yourself when it comes into loved ones. Some of us got Chiron in fire. We went through something embarrassing early in our life, created a psychological issue with expression, and now our whole life, every time we have a creative aspiration to do something, we reflect back on that Chiron issue. We reflect back on that time we fucked up in the spelling bee. We reflect back on that time where we went to our friend's birthday party, and one of our close friends said, yo, my homeboy Boro, he be singing and shit. Yo, bro, sing for him real quick. A nigga voice got a little cracky. I couldn't really hit my ooh yeah. That ooh yeah wasn't really, it was ooh yeah. It was like, damn, Chiron and fire. Now I don't want to sing no more. I let one off night take me off from my spiritual path. Chiron and fire. Most talented brother, sister in the world. And you running from that expression energy because of that. Chiron and water. You done got your heart broke. Now it's like, you know what? Fuck these niggas. This is y'all ladies, this is y'all right here. It's the patriarch. These niggas is predators. We don't feel safe in this mug. You got your heart chakra, it wasn't even that bad. It was puppy love too. Something wrong, oh snap, I'm bugging. Let me connect my mic. Thank you, Ebony, let me connect my mic. How we sounding now, family? How we sounding now? Am I live in full effect right now? How am I sounding now, family? Let a brother know. Tell me something good. Tell a brother something good right now if I'm live and in effect right now. All right. All right, there we go. Shout out to my good sister, Chakra. Getchi, ya, ya, ta, ta. Shout out to my good sister, Chakra Khan in the building. Sister Ebony Simone, do you know that's why you were... Do you know God gonna do something for you closing out Aries season this week and coming into the spring equinox? Do you know that, woman? That's my church members is always gonna come through. All right, so this is for everybody who's gonna be in a building. All right, guys, but like I was saying, we have different different forms of purpose and different karmic challenges, guys. Some of y'all are here to understand what it feels like to be in a relationship, North Node in air. Some of y'all are here to understand North Node in the 10th house. You here to learn how to be the authority, the CEO, the boss. You're not the employee, you the employer. You understand that? That's a different responsibility, though. It paid a cost to be the boss. It sounds good when you're watching an astrologer say that. Oh, North Node in Capricorn in the 10th house. Yeah, there's going to be more entrepreneurial pursuits here. That should sound good until your business ain't getting no sales that first 6 months. You're like, all right, I'm about to go back to Best Buy. I ain't have to deal with all this stress. Been having a juice. I was over here coughing and sneezing. I juiced for 2 days. I'm back. I'm ready. All of that congestion gone. You see what them fruits and veggies do for your family? So all that being said, guys, once again, Chart Your Destiny Masterclass. I want everybody to understand how to identify talents, gifts, purpose, how to define these things, identify these things moving into the new year. Self-identity, empowerment time is about to manifest, all right? Y'all should be more hyped than me. I'm a Libra. I'm about to be in my opposite season. And I'm hype about this first house season. I'm hype about this Aries energy. This is my opposite season. Y'all should be more hyped than my black ass. All right? All right, family. So I want everybody to understand these tools and gifts. I see some of y'all already getting y'all seats. Y'all know it was lit. The previous master class, the What's Love Got to Do With It, Love Relationship Master Class. All right, I truly believe a lot of my church members left that class feeling empowered with understanding how to navigate relationship, karma, and potential in their lives. All right, family. So I just can't wait. All right, we got roughly around 2 weeks to get into it. Easter weekend, and y'all know church service be lit on Easter weekend. I want to see some outfits. I know we're going to be on Zoom, but y'all better turn them cameras on and let me see some. All right, let me see the Easter suit. Let me see the Easter suit. So that's what we got going on, family. Link is in bio. Go ahead and grab y'all seat. The previous masterclass, Love Relationship Masterclass, is still available. Everybody that's booking readings right now, I'm giving out discount codes for the Love Relationship Masterclass. I forgot to I extended a discount on Love Twin Flame readings for an extra day just because I didn't post it on YouTube. So I just want everybody on all platforms to get a chance to take advantage of that. All right, but that's what's going on, family. That's what's going on. So today I posted about 11th house influences. I was talking to somebody the other day, and it's like, Bora, I wish I was like you. I said, what you mean, sister? Talk to me. Let me hear something. It's confession time. All right, right here. It's dark, and we got the John in the middle. You really can't see the pastor you're talking to, right? But you feel the energy of being able to confide in a good brother in the church in that confession room. You feel me, family? I'm like, what's going on, sister? He's like, Bora, I looked at your whole sign chart. You got a bunch of 11th house placements. I said, what about it, sister? It's like, that's why you're able to build a social media presence and a third. I wish I had 11th house presence. I said, sister, you know you're missing out on some awareness. You know I'm about to drop some gems on you right now, right, sister? It don't matter if you got planets in the house or not. That's why we work with the rulers. That's why we work with the rulers. All right, family? So when you're trying to learn more about your empty houses in the zodiac, for one, you have to understand the reason you don't have no planets in this house because there's already a level of experience you developed in this house to the point that you didn't need to manifest chakras, other planets, and stars in these houses. You may have you had to have your planets in different houses because those were the focuses. Those were the focuses. It don't mean everything gonna be fine and dandy all the time in your empty houses because they still have rulers. They still have areas that they need to expand on. But if you got 3-4 planets in one house, that should tell you something. This house is of high significance. This house has a lot of activity and will always have a lot of activity going on. And you should ultimately be able to become a teacher in that house with all that experience and activity going on. You hear what I'm saying, family? So when we're talking about the 11th house, this is our connection to the external realm. We're dealing with communities, groups, associations. And when we get into fame, popularity, yes, you may have certain degrees. You may have certain planets that are fixated behind certain fixed star systems. These are all things we finna be talking about in the masterclass. We finna dive deep. But
Guys, if you're able to work with the rulers with your career houses, anything is possible. Anything is possible. We all can do everything. We all can do everything, family. I really need y'all to understand that. All right, that's why part of our purpose for everybody, our general purpose, even being down here, is to experience and explore in the first place. We all can do everything. It's just learning how we could do these things in our own way. And that's getting into your natural influences. All right. So when we're looking at building, branding, project building, building your own community and group, building a social media presence, business in general, learning how to get people rallied up on the same platform, we want to look at that 10th, 11th house axis. A lot of you guys in here may have already booked career consultations with me. So y'all already understand some of the influences I like to work with when it comes to career influences, okay? We want to look at that 2nd, 6th, 10th house, or we want to connect those. We want to see what's going on with Saturn a little bit, because you're already going to have some influences, understanding how to build and structure there, and you're going to attract resources, even though you're being influenced to take your time there. Then we could work on so much dealing with your sun placement. There's a lot of people right here that's gaining status based off of their expression and their ability to be the example of the house that they have the sun in. We're all here to be an example of the house that we have the sun in. All right, whatever house you have the sun, I want everybody in the chat right now to say what house they have the sun in their natal chart. You are supposed to be an example of this house. Your actions, your expression is supposed to radiate awareness of this house. All right, sun in the 6th house. What you know about wellness or health, sister? What do you know about helping me out with my routine and a sense of management in my life? Whether you're giving me a creative influence to deal with management, whether you're giving me a spiritual influence to deal with stability, whether you're just giving me some practical advice and gems about health and wellness and them dietary things. Brother, sister, you got the sun in the 4th house. How can you help me heal the subconscious? You know, I ain't have the best relationship with my mom and my papa. Papa was a rolling stone, like a mug. All right? Wherever his hat was at was his home. Do you hear me, family? Didn't really see that brother much. How do I heal that brother, sister, sun in the 4th house? All right? How do I make sure the turbulent energy that I might have experienced in my family and home environment doesn't transfer into how I build a family of my own? How do I understand how what I experience in my 4th house environment affects my ability to deal with connection? Family, do you hear what I'm saying? Sun in the 4th house people, you're supposed to be awareness of that. Sun in the 5th house people, I might be a brother that's timid with expression. Teach me how to own the stage. I may want to express something dealing with spirituality. I may want to express something dealing with creativity. I may be somebody that has such a great critical analysis that people would love to pay attention to in a certain industry or field. Maybe I'm Simon on American Idol. Maybe I can make a good fashion judge. Maybe I have some good analytical energies in my 5th house. But regardless of what I have a calling to place on that stage, sun in the 5th house people, help me understand how I could own the stage with my expression. You hear what I'm saying? Sun in the 3rd house people, show me what it looks like to be relatable with all different faces and places. Show me what it looks like to adapt to your environment, regardless of where you're at, based off your ability to express yourself to others and being able to analyze the expression of others in your environment that you're in. Show me how to have a relatable expression. You hear what I'm saying? Sun in the 3rd house. Sun in the 8th house. Where my sun in the 8th house natives, show me what it looked like to initiate a rebirth or transformation in my life. Show me what it looks like to look in the mirror and be like, all right, these things need to change and this is how we finna change it. Show me what it looks like to have that sun in the house of darkness, where you have more of an awareness of your deep passions, your deep-rooted motives, on top of psychological issues that may have been built up for transformations and traumas in your life. And show me how you use all that to transmute that into your goals and passions. Show me how to do that, sun in the 8th house person. And tell me some about the occult too. Tell me some about the matrix and what the government be doing, because I know you're into that. You hear what I'm saying? Sun in the 9th house natives, where you at, gang? What knowledge do you have? How do you express yourself in a knowledgeable way? How do you go about expressing your wisdom? Where's your sense of education at? The sun in the ninth house got to be able to teach something. You hear what I'm saying, family? Do I got to keep going? Sun in the 11th house person. Show me how you take action, getting your hands on different contacts and knowing how to put your contacts and associations together. Show me how you're able to be a part of a community and group and have a vibrant expression within the community and the group, right? You a part of the group, but goddamn, sun in the 11th house, it could be a group of 100 niggas. You got the sun in the 11th house. Your expression is going to be vibrant out of all these 100 niggas. That's just how it plays out. Show me how you walk in a room and demand a presence with nobody. You don't even know nobody in this mug, but you got the sun in the 11th house. When you come in, your charisma, your experience understanding how to deal with people that you don't even know, dealing with unknown environments, your ability to abstract think. Show me how you do that. Sun in the second house. Sun in the second house. You supposed to be a walk-in talent show. You know that? I don't even know if you know that. Sun in the second house person is supposed to be a walk-in talent show. This is the nigga that can't stop singing. Ooh yeah. Nigga be just singing for nothing though. Nigga mom telling food downstairs. Ooh yeah, I'm coming. And I ain't running. Mama, I'ma tell you I ain't fronting. Boy, come get the food and go back to making your album later. Sun in the second house, you supposed to be the people that we look at and be like, damn, that's what it looked like to be confident in your talents and the things that you're good at. This is what it looks like to wear your value on your sleeve and go about finding a way to use it to gain stability. I'm supposed to look at the sun in the second house person and my self-esteem is supposed to catch a boost. Sun in the first house person, just show me what real self-expression look like. And being able to put life into your personal aspirations and goals to be able to be amongst different things in the world, but let your individuality shine bright. You some of the most charismatic, enthusiastic brothers and sisters. Just a while ago, I was having a reading with somebody that when they booked the reading, when we had an interaction in our DMs and leading up into the interaction in the reading, me being on their Instagram page, I'm like, damn, they have a real enthusiastic personality. I feel the vibe. But when we started getting into the reading, they started telling me how they're dealing with issues, dealing with expression and letting these things be seen. So guys, sometimes we have to understand how we may have karma with our talents and gifts. That's another thing we're going to be talking about in the masterclass. Some of us got talents and gifts, but we got some karma mixed in with it. So it's one thing using them, but we got to learn to build the confidence, even knowing that we're good with these things. And it may take some transformations in different circumstances in our life to activate our talents and gifts and different things that we're good at. All right. But sun in the first house, it don't matter what relationship, association you a part of. This is David Ruffin, like a mug. I don't even know what his sun is at. But these niggas gonna be, their personality gonna shine bright out of the 4 or 5 Temptation niggas. They don't even have to be the lead singer. But boy, we love that brother sister personality. Yeah, what I'm saying. Sun in the first house people. Sun in the first house people be manifesting career opportunities, entrepreneur-like opportunities off their personality. Because they're able to just put... You ever got on YouTube? You ever heard about a famous YouTuber, y'all? Family, have you ever heard of a famous YouTuber? And then once you started watching their content, you like, damn, what are they really doing? They just showing their personality. They just vlogging their personality. These be like sun in the first house niggas. All they did is turn the camera on and let us see their personality. Status grew from that. Attention grew from that. Sun in the first house is some shit. That shit is the exaltation. That shit powerful. Family, we finna break it down in the masterclass. So I'm not playing around with y'all. I'm not having my church come into Aries season, spring equinox, the season of new identity shifts, and y'all not be able to understand how to identify your talents, gifts, and purpose. We're not doing that in 2024. Not with all the shifts going on. Not with retrograde season and eclipse season popping off, and we really got to learn to use these things as some tools. We not doing that. Who I missed? Sun in the 7th house person. I mean, this brother and sister could tell us something about that relationship thing because they so active in that area. And you know how to pay attention to other people's relationships and be like, oh, I ain't getting into that shit. You be teaching mad shit from just looking at other people's relationships because you're so intuitive in your awareness, being able to see things going on with other people's relationships on top of your relationship experiences. Sun in the 7th house. I mean, this brother and sister know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. You hear what I'm saying? Sun in the 7th house. This person know how to compromise and negotiate. Sun in the 7th house individuals is the ones that's going to tell you, yo, bro, you're wilding. She's taking advantage of you. Bro, you're wilding. Bro, look, she don't even say thank you when you do this, that, and the third. Sun in the 7th house. Girl, he doesn't even appreciate you. Do you know your value? How many times he gonna say he's sorry he not gonna do this? Sun in the 7th house. All right? Sun in the 7th house people could have a message to deliver to 5 different people and know how to connect the message to all one of them. It's one-on-one connection. They understand this. Sun in the 10th house. These y'all just know how to identify your reputation, how you're known in the world, and expand that shit. Oh, y'all see me as a dancer? Y'all see me as a creative? Y'all see me as a teacher? Y'all see me as a philosopher? Y'all see me as an intuitive? Y'all see me as a healer? That's the reputation y'all giving me? All right, let's blow it up. Let's blow it up then. Let me really show y'all what's up. And they know how to identify talent here. Sun in the 10th house itself, not even so much identify talent. Sun in the 2nd house is good with that. Sun in the 5th house is good with that. Sun in the 12th house is good with that, which I'm going to next. That's the last one. But Sun in the 10th house, this is the person that knows, like, no, we need this person to be the lead singer if we want this group, if we want to brand and market this group to success. This is the person we need to be the lead singer. I'm telling you. And the album has to come out at this time. Boy, they know how to work with structuring and organizing and marketing that thing. Sun in the 10th house. Then you got Sun in the 12th house. Then you just got Sun in the 12th. Another thing about Sun in the 10th house, they'll jump on the camera, do all the shit I'm doing now. YouTubing. Anything dealing with gaining a status in general, they look like they're naturals. They look like naturals here. The moon has an intuitive understanding of how to do these things, but may not really be confident dealing with the expression. Sun in the 10th house is confident with their expression. Turn the camera on. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. You think they got Leo placements and shit. Sun in the 12th house. Man. When it comes into healing influences, when it comes into identifying how the world need healing and other people need healing, when it comes to understanding how other people allow their insecurities or spiritual baggage to get in the way of their own talents and creative spiritual expression in the world. When it gets into, you being able to look in the mirror and understand how your experiences have impacted you on a subconscious level and what spiritual pursuits you need to embark on for spiritual development. When it comes into you understanding how to gracefully deliver the message with something from a spiritual perspective, when to give your homie the real spill about something and deliver it a certain way for them to tune up things with the subconscious. You know how to give it gracefully when your homegirl, your homie hurting, and you got to give it to them this way. You got to deliver the message that way. Sun in the 12th house, that's where they great with that right there. Sun in the water houses in general are some psychological wizards. All right, guys, so that's just one concept. I just went through the sun through all the houses from a gaining status perspective. The more you know how to push out that house, and also your sign, right? But you're going to naturally push out the energies of your sign. This is why you got to understand it. Do you got Chiron in the same sign as your sun? Do you have the North Node in the same sign as your sun? Do you have Lilith in the same sign as your sun? Do you have the square? Do you have a square or opposition with Saturn hitting your sun? Do you have a square or opposition with any other planet? Mars, Mercury can't square the sun. Mars, Venus squaring or opposing your sun, so you don't value your expression as much. You can have a talented, vibrant, enthusiastic expression, but do you value it enough to invest into it and enough to connect it to the world? This is what we're talking about in the Chart Your Destiny Masterclass. All right, guys. So that's just one concept. So when I say there's multiple things to do, multiple ways to do multiple things, when you understand your birth chart, when you understand the science, when you just understand how much of a multifaceted being a spirit is, Even though there's times we got to learn to channel and focus in on a couple of different traits to build certain things and understand life moves in chapters and different series. And sometimes we got to use this gift to get here. Sometimes we got to use this tool to get there. Because that could be another issue. You're juggling too many. You know you're good at a lot of different things. And 5 years pass by. You did 4 different things. You've seen progress with all of them. But you're still at square one. So some of us got that issue right there. You might be a brother that got a lot of cardinal energy with me, like me. So you be doing your own thing. You done started one of your passions and endeavors already. 6 months go in, you see somebody else doing something that you know you're good at. You like, you know what? They seen all that success from that. I could do that too. Oh, so you done lost all the passion for the shit you just started 90 days ago, huh? Goddamn Capricorn, Aries, Libras, and Cancers. Sit your ass down and stay concentrated with the first goal. That's why we be needing the mutable. This is why we need really the fixed signs more than the mutable signs. Cardinal signs, we need the fixed signs more than the mutable signs. Fixed signs actually be needing fixed signs. They be needing fixed signs to make sure they're not going crazy with the shit they concentrated with. Scorpio be needing a Leo to come around, a motherfucking Taurus to come around like, no, stay focused on what you're doing. Don't let these cardinal mutable niggas throw you off. You would think the fixed signs need the mutables. Sometimes they need the mutables just to tighten up. But remember, fixed is fixed. Fixed signs know how to see something they want and stick to it. That's it. Point blank, period. So sometimes the mutable signs come around and help put the detail on things. Hey, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, I know you healing. I know you're expressing this and the third. Like, peep this. I know you focus and channeling your concentration from this perspective and this method of doing it. But some niggas out in the world doing it a little bit like this. I usually pay attention to what everybody else got going on. I just thought, you could add that into your repertoire. But when fixed signs are able to relate to each other very well, though. They're able to relate to each other very well. Then you got, the mutables. Mutables don't be needing shit. For real. I say the mutables actually need the fixed signs more than the fixed signs could get advice from the mutables. Mutables' problem is, cardinals could start a lot and get so passionate and inspirational to give birth and life to something new. Mutables, they find fulfillment being able to move and groove, help here, help there, put a little pour into my creative endeavors a little bit. Then after that, share my creative endeavors over there. Then join my creative endeavors and my gifts and talents with others. So they find fulfillment with it, and they could thrive doing that. So it's hard to say if mutables really need something. You got to understand, mutables be the wisest signs. The 2 wisest signs in the zodiac, in my opinion, Sagittarius and Pisces, they're mutable. These are the last signs of the season. So they're watching the cardinal and the fixed signs. They learn from our mistakes. All right. So you got to keep that in mind. But look, this is easy. I actually got a video on my YouTube, guys, breaking down sun influences building status. Y'all could go look it up. Using your sun to build status on my YouTube. And I go through all houses. I think I do houses and signs. This is easy money. Easy money. All right. So when you get into your career influences, when you start working with that 10th and 11th house, then shit just start coming together. You just mixing it up. That's it. You just mixing all these different ingredients up. Then you know what God gonna do. God gonna send confirmation and be like, there you go. You started this. You started experimenting that. Now let me navigate you a little bit, brother, sister. I just needed you to start though. I just needed you to experiment. I can't really navigate you if you just sitting in idleness. I can't move you like that. Some of us think that we're going to have this breakthrough shift that's going to help us start. No, you have to be that breakthrough for yourself. God cannot do that for you. God cannot. But once you start walking, God can navigate you. No, don't change that. Keep doing this. No, change that. You right. Right? A lot of y'all in here right now, y'all may be dealing with a certain passion, a creative, artistic endeavor in your life, a business brand in your life. Was that the first business brand, creative endeavor you ever dealt with in your life? But you got to this point in your life through all the different series and chapters of you trying to navigate different things. So even if you're looking at the fact that those 3 different businesses, those 3 different creative endeavors or passions that you were working with in the past. You like, damn, you may say shit to your head like, damn, if I started doing this business now, if I started YouTubing now, if I had back then, if I had started real estate back then, if I had invested in Bitcoin back then, if I had this, that, and the third back then, imagine where I'd be at now. You wouldn't be at where you at now if you ain't go through all them different transformations. You wouldn't even be at where you at now. That's why you got to show gratitude and understand how precious it is to even be working with the opportunities you have in your life right now. Do not ever don't neglect and underestimate these different experiences of you trying different things, so God and the universe could navigate you to be where you at now. And understand, don't nothing change, don't nothing stay the same, right? Don't nothing stay the same, but change. So what we're doing now is going to be different from 5-10 years. You may be doing the same thing, but you're going to be doing it a different way. I ain't reading charts the way I was reading charts 3 years ago. You feel me? I don't build my platform the way I did 3 years ago. So there's always a level of graduation and evolving. And I don't want to be doing things that I'm doing now in the next 3 to 5 years. I want to be in another space by then. All right, family? But you got to walk so God and universe can navigate you. All right, guys? So a little long-winded on that. Now, I really came on because I made a post today talking about using that 11th house to build community and brand. I was having a conversation with somebody. I was like, bro, I was looking at your whole sign chart. You got a whole stellium in the 11th house. I feel like this is why you could build so much traction connecting with others, this, that, and the third. I said, woman, lady, woman. What you got in that 11th house? Where's the ruler at? That's your community and group right there. That's your soul tribe right there. That's your association right there. The 11th house, abstract thinking, unknown, the unfamiliar. So it's not until you're able to locate this influence to understand how much people out in the world really fuck with that. Family, I said this on a live stream not too long ago. Look on social media and internet. What are people not doing on the internet? Family, seriously. I seen a bitch cracking soap and eggs and shit with her feet doing ASMR. Having 1 million subscribers. Niggas be doing the most. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it be sounding nice. I ain't gonna lie. It do, right? But motherfuckers be doing all different type of shit today. And you like, they really got 1 million subscribers, 500K subscribers, a whole platform, a whole Patreon, a brand, a business. They traveling to speak about this. How? People really fuck with this? Yes, we are all grains of sand in a huge universal beach. You don't have eyes all over the world. You ain't talking to everybody all over the world. You don't know everybody. So if we're just a grain of sand in a universal beach, and you individually were able to come up with a certain concept, what makes you think you're the only person that's into this concept, into this ideology, into this creative influence, appreciates your form of entertainment, appreciates your form of expression? What makes you think you're the only person into these things? I mean, we all different, but we ain't that different. All right? Like, we ain't that special. There's more than one genius in the world. There's more than one astrologer in the world. There's more than one singer and rapper in the world. There's more than one politician in the world. There's more than one healer in the world. There's more than one ASMR motherfuckers cracking shit with their feet. It's a lot of them niggas, actually. I don't even know what I'm doing up here with y'all. I'm about to go start cracking eggs and playing with soap and clay. Why do I pick the harder things? Why do I want to be so purposeful for? Niggas is doing all of this getting rich. All right, it's the age of Aquarius, family. It's all different type of things people are doing out in the world. So we're already starting, on the wrong note, shooting ourselves in the foot. If we're actually, if we get a calling to do anything and we allow the thoughts to penetrate in our conscious, talking about like, damn, who's gonna relate to this? What you mean who gonna relate to this? What you mean who gonna buy your product? What you mean who gonna subscribe to your channel? What you mean what type of clients are you gonna be able to generate? What you mean? You don't know everybody. That's why we have an 11th house. It's dealing with the unknown. And I want everybody to understand how to tap into that house. Now, for one, if you have planets in these houses already, all right. I think I got a little bit more left. Yeah, I'm starting to feel my energy go down. And the brother got some more work to do after this. Okay, so for one, if you already have planets in the 11th house, you already have direct access to connecting these things. When it comes into the planets in the houses, yes, we're working with house lords as well, even when the planets is in the house. But if you have a planet in the house, family, understand you already radiate this energy when you're in that environment. Understand that, family. Yeah, you may have your 10th house ruler in another house, but if you have Mars and Jupiter in the house, in your 10th house, your reputation is already going to come off passionate for certain ideologies and philosophies. These are things we're naturally going to associate with your reputation, including where the ruler is at. Okay? So, you got Mercury in the 3rd house. We're already going to see your ability to be analytical, communicative, and relatable when you're in 3rd house spaces. You got the sun in the 5th house. Every time there's a time for you to own the stage, we're going to see your sun come out. Because that's just the energy that's there. So I tell y'all, the 10th house is the blueprint. This is where we're manifesting the reputation, the social status. This is where we get into the organization process of how we're going to structure and build and brand something. Okay? And that's when we, initiate different steps to attach that to how we're seen in the world. Now, when we get into the 11th house, this is where we connect it. This is the Capricorn and Aquarius relationship. This is the masculine and feminine side of Saturn. Saturn and Capricorn generation, Saturn and 10th house natives. You are intuitively gifted with understanding how to go about branding, blueprinting something. You might need some more help with the 11th house side. Your blueprint is blueprinting, but you might not be associating the way you should be associating. You understand what I'm trying to say, family? Sometimes we be having one thing and we need that other thing. Okay, but it's all good. That's why we at church. This is what we doing. Let me take a little sip of the fruit thing. So with that being said, we want to look at the 10th house ruler. Wherever your 10th... Now, first of all, I'm not going to downplay the 10th house ruler. This is why a lot of astrologers they may just work with the 10th house ruler for you in career, because it is this powerful. It is this effective at times. I ain't going to say at times. If you know how to push that 10th house ruler out, you up and it's stuck. Because the world already is expecting you to use that energy to represent yourself. We already kind of associate that house that your 10th house ruler is in with your social status, with how you're seen in the world, with different activities you may have participated in that made you develop that reputation in some type of shape or form. So it's like, why are you deviating from how we see you already? Push that out. Be an example of it. But that 10th house ruler, we want to look at where that energy is at. If you could find a way to brand that house, if you could find a way to continue associating that house with your self-identity, if I can go on your social, if you're serious about branding and business in your life, wherever your 10th house ruler is at, I should be able to go on your social media pages and your website and see that energy. I should not be looking for that frequency vibration. Like, where is it at? If you have the 10th house lord in the 1st house, there's no reason why anything you do in business or career, your personality is not being shown. If you got the 10th house lord in the 2nd house, there's no reason why I should go on your social media pages and you're not expressing something with a sense of value, a talent, something you're good at, something you're helping other people improve with their talents, a sense of stability and security in their life. If you got the 10th house lord in the air house, I should be seeing you communicate and be relatable and create an environment and a platform and a brand where you can interact with a lot of people. The more you can interact with people with the 10th house lord in the air house, the more success you could find here, the more you put yourself in a space for somebody to take your business to another level. If you got the 10th house lord in the 4th house, there should be something about your brand and business where I feel like you really care about it. You're emotionally invested into it, your goddamn self. I feel like you taking my subconscious and my emotional mental health into consideration if I deal with your community, deal with your brand, your business, if I become your client. If you got the 10th house lord in a firehouse, your expression needs to be in your business and your brand. And that's the thing about these type of influences. It's not about how you do it. It's doing it. We don't start doing anything perfect, and we'll never be perfect. But you can't gain confidence and you can't gain wisdom with the lack of experience. Like, you have to just jump into that energy. This is why sometimes y'all see certain rappers, artists, actors, people that may have a lot of notoriety for certain things, and you like, how? You don't know that Sexy Red got the 10th house lord in her 5th house? So it don't matter if you think she's talented or not. She's expressing herself in a raw way. She's allowing her expression to be seen in career. So she's going to manifest opportunities. I ain't gonna lie, that last joint how that last one that she just dropped go sexy, go. I ain't gonna, damn, I hate when I be, the low vibrational music, damn, when you just melanated, them 808s just do something to your chakras, family. Tay Keith, shout out to that producer, man. He is hooking Sexy Red up with the perfect beats. Sexy Red know how to pick them beats. Whoever's managing Sexy Red, say what you want about her, they know what they're doing. And she's going to be here. She's going to last. She's going to be here. Just like when they thought Cardi B wasn't going to last. Just like when she's going to stay here. She's here to stay. All right. But this is what I'm saying, family. You may see a certain actor you think is trash. You watching Tariq on Power, it's like, I could act better than this nigga. I'm about to see what the next Power cast audition is. I know I can act better than these niggas. You watching BMF, you like, what type of low budget film, what type of low budget show is this? These niggas not even using updated cameras. I could go be a cameraman for something great. Family, am I lying? Am I lying? Do we not see famous people that in our eyes, from a general perspective, ain't that talented, ain't that good at what they at? Look at the state of hip hop today. Most rappers are ass. Like, let's just call it what it is. But you don't know they got the 10th house lord in the 5th and the 12th house. They're here to express their creativity and their creative artistic expression in career. You don't know that. That's why these energies may be in their favor. Shout out to Sister Naya. So I just feel inclined to read this comment. Yeah, that's my mindset when it came to starting my YouTube channel, knowing the videos would get better with. That's all, family. That's all. Everything get better with time. Literally everything. This is why you have to be a spiritual. You have to be an experienced fiend. You have to be an experienced crackhead. If you learn how to be an experienced crackhead, I mean an explorational cokehead, I mean a creative junkie. This is what we need to get addicted to. We need to get addicted to just exploring and creating and see where it goes. That's what we need to get attached to in this mug. And all of our spirits have that in common. That's the one thing we all have in common. There's not one being right now that doesn't have that in common with their spirit. And that's when we start dealing with heavy karma in our life, when we hold spirit back from that. Spirit be like, yo, bro, sis, what was the point of getting in this body? What was the point? You're not letting us explore nothing. Damn. How are we supposed to activate some of these talents and gifts? How are we supposed to even get some feedback to know if we good with something? Granted, your best friends, your family members, your teachers, your partners telling you that you're talented with this, but you don't care about what they said. How are we going to at least allow the people we don't know to tell us, to give us some feedback if we're not experimenting and experiencing and exploring? Those are the 3 E's. I like that. I'm going to write that down. Experimenting, experiencing, and exploring. Don't steal my stuff now, y'all. Somebody going to come out with a shirt next week. What, borrow what? You a Capricorn dominant. You're supposed to know about trademarks now. Too late. It's too late, brother. Should have kept it to yourself. I miss y'all, family. Damn. But that's the one. I ain't gonna lie. That is the 3 E's. I wonder what numerology number is E. A, B, C, D, E. 5th. Look. You see how the universe worked, though? We know how creative of a number 5 is. And we're talking about exploration, experiencing. You see how spirituality works, family? Do you see what just happened? Even the E words have that 5 vibration. So we need to put ourselves out here and create and push out our awareness and explore with that, experiment with that, and see where it takes us. I mean, do I have anybody in the chat that expressed something and niggas was like, oh shit, wait, hold on, do that again? You like, what? Like, I was just playing around singing the song. I know, but go ahead, sing the song. Sing the song again. You mean like, ooh yeah? Like, yeah, do that again. Nigga start feeling himself a little bit. I mean, you know, usually I just be singing in the shower and whatnot, but y'all really think I'm good? Nigga, hit the ooh yeah again. All right, ooh yeah. Like, damn, that shit sound good. Family, has that? Am I the only one? I didn't. Teaching astrology wasn't my first raw idea. My best friend told me, nigga, you love the stars so much. Tell the niggas on the internet that shit. You know, when we get into astrology, we annoying niggas. Yeah, bro. Yeah. So look, you got Venus in this house. Yeah, that's what they said. They said, no, look, this is how you gonna make money right here, brother. You know, this is why you and your mom don't get along, niggas. We wanna read everybody and their mother. We be annoying the fuck out of niggas. This is why we need this, y'all. This is why we need community and the church. We cannot continue being a nuisance on our loved ones. They gonna figure it out sooner or later. They got their different paths, y'all. This is our path. Do you know that's why you don't express your emotions? Family, am I lying? Niggas is... You scared to make an astrology post, but in your personal life, you is KRS astrology. I mean, in your personal life, ain't no professional astrologer like you in your city. Yeah, you got a stellium in this area. Yeah, that's why sometimes you get a little confused there, and you know, be a lot going on. Yeah, things be changing a lot, right, brother? Yeah, you know, it's just this astrology thing I'm learning. But family, how am I the only one that has ran into something, expressed something, magically did something, and something tweaked in the universe? God used a certain person, place, or thing to help you realize you were good with something, you were above average for something, you had a knack. Some of y'all are gifted having a knack to, I don't even want to say a gift to learn quick, but when you have innate talent with something, you're going to learn quick when you allow yourself to experiment and experience with that. So your girlfriends may see how you walk, like, damn, girl, you got a nice model walk. But you just regularly walking. You're like, for real, girl? Don't gas me up now. All right? But that's God right there. That be God. That be God. God be showing up in so many different facets. God be showing up in so many different facets, y'all. I mean, he's everywhere. He, she, it is everywhere. It's in the live right now. God, where you at? Can you got a little... I got my Cash App right there, God. Can you influence somebody in the chat to send me a Cash App? All right. And I believe I haven't seen no plates. I know the IG thing ain't something we do a lot, but I ain't seen no plates. Y'all should know my stilo by now. I shouldn't have to remind you. I ain't see no plates. I ain't see no blood of the hood. I ain't see no holy water. I'm going to let y'all get that together real quick before I get back into this word. Because y'all know better. Because y'all know better. All right, family. All right, there we go. Now I know we are okay. Now I know we here for real. So that be God, y'all. That be God. You doing the tarot reading? You pulling cards for yourself? Pull a card for your sister. Pull a card for your brother. Pull a card for your partner. Like, why don't you just do that? Don't they be doing that on YouTube, getting paid for that? And you be like, nah, I just do this in my personal life. It's just, you know, I know, but like, you really be helping me with that shit. Don't you think you can help the world with it? You're like, yeah, but what? That's God trying to use your partner, your friend, your family member right there in front of your eyes. And the crazy thing is some of y'all be having this happening over and over. At this point, your wife and husband about to divorce you if you don't use your talent. At this point, I mean, your best friends is about to disassociate themselves with you because they tired of seeing you sleep on your potential. I know some of us are those friends and family members. Like, yeah, I don't even tell my sister, brother, or my friend or my family. I don't even tell them about it no more. I don't even tell them that they should do this and that no more because it's annoying at this point. I feel like I'm just overwhelming them. I feel like I'm just frustrating them, trying to get them to see what they good at, trying to get them to see their potential. So some of us is that person. So we got to be able to identify when God is using others in our life in that way, guys. I always tell y'all, man, God gonna let you know you in alignment. Like, God will never let you hanging. So you got this business, you trying to build something, a brand, this and a third. Just when you about to quit, you gonna get that one sale. You gonna get that one comment saying, yo, Boro, yo, what your videos have been doing for me for the past however long, like, please, like, you the only astrologer I relate to. You the sis, I ain't gonna lie, like, I know you be doing my makeup this and the third, but like, I hope you keep doing makeup. Like, I never want to go to nobody else. I just want to let you know that, sis, before I leave. Thank you. Here, you know, I send the tip. Who you think that is? Who you think? What influence? Like, where does the source for that influence for that person to tell you these things come from? The motherfuckers is being used. All right. So, Chanel, good sister Chanel just sent that Cash App donation plate. Sister, do you know you a devoted sister, persistent sister, highly favored sister? And do you know God gonna do something good for you this week? There you go, black people. Always, every time you let a brother hold something, like, brother, I need to hold $20. Don't worry, when I get paid this Thursday, you give a brother $30. Nigga get so gracious. You know, brother, why niggas' knees get weak when you give him money? You know, you just... Brother, you know, no, don't worry. I'm going to give you $50 when I get paid. I'm going to put something on this. You know, something good going to happen to your children. You got children? No, they blessed. They going to get blessed this week. You and your children. It's like, nigga, take the $30 and go home to your family and do whatever the fuck you about to do with the funky ass money. Nigga, like, no, cause if I ain't get to, I need to put gas in my car. I got this job interview, bro. You don't know what you just did with this right now. No, for real, cause give me a hug, nigga. All right. I got you though. I'm gonna put something on this. What you want? $50, $60? When niggas really need it and God come through for them niggas. Oh my God, bro. You like going to Knicks games, right? Nigga go from asking you for $30 to, you like Knicks game, I got, you know, somebody can get some tickets. Oh my God, my people are something else. I tell you, my melanated community is something out of this realm. We not, man. Oh my God. We get to the Knicks games. Yeah, bring the kids too. Yeah, I could get about 3-4 tickets. I don't even gotta go. It's just for you and y'all. You already did your part for me. I don't need that. This for you and your family. At this point, brother, don't even pay me back. I'm good. Nigga, take the $30 and go pay the half of your phone bill for that bitch cut off. Nigga, gotta do that phone plan. Hey, T-Mobile, I only got 30 right now. How much can I just do the 30 right now and hit y'all with the 50? What you mean I can't do that because it's already turned off and I ain't called y'all before? What you mean? Listen, I got a job interview. T-Mobile don't care about your job interview, brother. You should have scheduled your shit earlier. All right, but family, that's what be going on, though. That's what be going on. God be using, it be all different type of circumstances. Sometimes it's turbulent, hurtful circumstances. Sometimes we have to go through that because we've been that stubborn. We've been that in denial of something that we believe that we're good at. We're stressing our family members out. We're stressing the world out, not pushing this energy out, experimenting with it, seeing where it could go. And now we ran into something extreme. And now it's like, I think this is the only thing I can do right now. Fuck this pimping and these two hoes over here. I'm finna make this rap album. He said it's hard out here for a pimp. That nigga DJ was at his wit's end, y'all. That pimping wasn't working out. He know he ain't no corporate nigga. Weak ass. This nigga was the weakest pimp drug dealer I've ever seen in my fucking life. That nigga ain't make more than 3 sales the whole film. Am I lying, family? That nigga DJ ain't make more than 3 sales the whole film. 2 of the laziest hoes I've ever seen in my life. One of the hoes is pregnant. Can't you, man? Nigga, this is a sign. You better make this album. You better rap, brother. That's the reason you going through all this right now. You doing everything but using your gift. You got 2 lazy ass hoes. These hoes ain't. This white girl is frustrated as hell. This other hoe, she talking crazy to you. Another one pregnant. I don't think the pimping thing is for you, brother. I don't think this is. You ain't got no clientele. You smoking all your product. I think it's the reason you met the black nigga and the white nigga. And they made hits, and look at them. You see how God work, family. Do you see how God work? Throw some plates in the chat if you understand what I'm saying right now. Didn't know I was going to be on live this long. I never know how long I'm finna be on live, but this is just a rare occurrence at this point. I think I'm going insane because I'll be lying to y'all. Y'all are healing me up here. All right? But that's how it be, y'all. I just really got to enforce these things. And we're going to continue enforcing these things moving into Aries season because this is a perfect. There's going to be so many portals opening up right now. This is going to be such a significant Aries season. I know astrologers, we always saying some shit finna be. No, this retrograde. No, this eclipse, though. We be dramatic. No, niggas going to be breaking up in. No, this Pisces season, I'm telling you, in history, it's never gonna be a Pisces season like this ever again. Pisces season seems very regular to me. I'm telling y'all don't be listening. The stars they be starring for real. You ain't gonna never see a retrograde like this. I mean, we gonna be in the past for real. It's gonna be like Roman times. No, for real, it's gonna be like the Colosseum times. We might go back to slavery. Like this one is gonna be crazy. We're gonna be rewinding in this mug. But, family, this is gonna be a different Aries season. It's just, first of all, it's Aries season. It's like Aries is a different sign. They're always transforming their environment. They're so individual. They're always transforming their environment. So it's just like it's always some new shit, different shit happening in Aries season. Like it's cardinal fire. The sun is in its exaltation point. New things are blooming. It's new plants. So you can't expect things to stay the same. We're playing ourselves if we come into this energy staying the same. It don't matter if you're feeling like you're on top of the earth. It's still going to be some things we got to manifest some upgrades with. We got to be in alignment with the shifts. The nodes in Chiron is in Aries. You think things without purpose ain't finna be manifested around this time? You think a lot of the things that we're dealing with psychological issues, learning how to confidently step into something individually and dealing with expression, you think we're not going to be challenged with that around this time? During a retrograde and an eclipse with the North Node and Chiron in this mug? No, this is why I'm not letting my church go out like this. Chart Your Destiny Masterclass. We finna know our talents, gifts, and our purpose moving into this new year. We not doing that. Shout out to the good sister Leah with that Pastor like them plates now. Black churches, we be running them donation plates. A service has been happening now. We done ran them things 4 times already. Pastor, what's the word? It seemed like the word today is currency. I mean, today it seemed like the word is withdrawal of funds, and we the ones depositing in this mug. What did James say in chapter 5? Let's get to it now. All right, let's just run the plates one more time before we get. My people, my melanated people. We is different pastors and preachers, aren't we? Never get to the damn point. I'm sorry, fam. This is just how I flow and roll. All right. I know some of y'all in here. All right, 11th house, Boro. I'm sorry, family. Y'all know how I move and groove. This ain't nothing new. All right. Bro, if I can't attend the masterclass due to travel, I can watch it back. Good sister. Yes, you can watch it back, sister. You can get the class and just have it there and watch it after. Because the replay going to be sent to your sister. Or you can buy the class after, just like you could get my previous masterclass. All right, family? All right. Y'all see, family? Y'all see I've been getting the pastor movements, right? You see how I'm like, you see how like my animations is like really, I'm really like, I've been practicing ministry, y'all. I've been devoted to the ministry, y'all. I'm really turning into one of them preachers, man. All right. But yes, sister, don't worry about a thing, sister. All right. If you can't get aligned with our time, we're going to make sure in some way you is aligned. Can I get our shit? All right, family. Pastors be having the most flexible joints. All right, family. This nigga 70 years old, still knees is still moving like that. But anyways, so family, that's that as far as God being shown to us in so many different ways, whether it's through a turbulent way, through an uplifting way, encouraging way, transformative way. God is all over the place, and because you're a remnant of God. We are all vessels of God. We are being used. And God don't know lack. God don't know scarcity. Okay? God gonna create. We are the creators, not the creation. Understand that. I'm gonna keep reminding y'all of that one right there. So, 10th house Lord, reputation, social status, family. Reputation, social status. The planets that you have in the 10th house, we already associate these energies with your reputation. You got Mars in the 10th house. You might have had a reputation for being mad competitive in some type of way. You might have played sports or dealt with something that you had to make the team in school, or extracurricular thing that you had to compete. It could have been a motherfucker. You could have been the best high school bowler in your city, in the country. I mean, when it comes to that bowling thing, niggas can't see you doing trick shots. You rolling 2 balls. The motherfuckers is splitting and hitting all the pins and shit. Niggas cannot see you when it comes to them bowling pins. But you competitive as hell with that. So you naturally got a competitive ass reputation. So all these different type of influences with the 10th house Lord. If you could just indicate that house Lord and push it out, family. I have YouTube videos about this. Look up, just type in Border Like Libra career influences. They're going to pop up. All right. And then now the 11th house Lord. So getting back to the 11th house Lord, family. Anybody could be famous, but famous is a funny word though. So we're not really going to use that word. Anybody can build status. Anybody can build a brand. Anybody could blow their business up. Anybody could get clientele. Anybody could take what they have internally and where they're from and push it out into the external and have people from all over connect to it. Family, I believe we're all from different places right now, right? I don't think everybody in New York City like me right now. I mean, we all from different places in this mug. Okay, so this is a beautiful era to be in, to have these tools, okay? But in general, even if you're not using social media, just finding ways to take your talent, put it out into the world in some type of shape or form, even though that's what I want to highlight right now. When I do my career readings, I always do it from a perspective of ownership, entrepreneurship, gaining authority over what you do. All right? But with all that being said, the 11th house. The planets you have in the 11th house is what you easily can radiate out into the world that can build community and groups. Whatever planet you have in the 11th house, you just pushing this energy out in the 11th house, taking advantage of making sure this energy is seen when you're in interactive spaces, groups, and community, or taking the initiative to let the world see this energy in some type of shape or form, will always place you in a space where you could build community and groups. All right? Sun in the first house, your expression, your pure expression and personality in general. Your pure expression and personality in general. And depending on what sign you have the sun in, how you push that sign out. So if you got the sun in Aries in 11th house, if you're very expressive about things that are dealing with transformation in some type of shape or form, it could be shit you dislike. You dislike the government like a mug, but you expressive about that in 11th house. You gonna get a community, a group. That'd be like, yeah, motherfucker, we got to get Trump back in office. I ain't fucking with Biden. Saw the nigga falling asleep during the State of the Union. Kamala kicked that nigga in his Achilles real quick. He's like, oh, yeah. This nigga be falling asleep. Sleepy Joe. That ain't my bro. But just, Mars be hating at times. I got a Scorpio stellium, so I keep it alright. We be some hating brothers and sisters sometimes. Alright? Sometimes it's good to hate. There's some things we have to have shame with. We need to bring shame back like a mug. It ain't even hating. We just be shaming in with good intention. That's what it really is, Aries and Scorpios. Is a rapper that's weak as hell. We be the only niggas like, that nigga is trash. Niggas like, oh, this nigga's hating. No, this nigga, what's the nigga named Lil Yachty? Y'all like this nigga for real? That's what's wrong with hip hop, man. That's the Aries and Scorpio right there. Gonna hate with positive intention. How you do that? I don't know. Ask Aries and Scorpio dominance. All right. But if you got the sun and Aries in the 11th house, you being expressive, letting your personality and your awareness. Everything about the sun is awareness. So any awareness you have of things dealing with that sign, transformation, personal expression, things dealing with physical training, helping people transform their appearance, family. Aries energy deals with the transformation of appearance. So like a placement like this, something like cosmetics, hair, physical training, you're showing other people how to change and transform things with their appearance in some type of shape or form. Like that is huge. That is huge. And you could be a motivational influence in the world. I'm just using Aries as an example, but I'm just helping y'all to understand how first is the sun in the 11th house that has to push out personality and expression. I'm just using Aries as an example because this will be things that's associated with their personality a lot of the times. Right? But personality goes a long way here. Sharing your personal ideals go a long way in the 11th house. Shining light on things going on in the bringing awareness to things going on in the world, in societies in general, goes a long way. Sun in the 11th house. Moon in the 11th house. Right? Moon in the 11th house. Things that you're emotionally invested in and finding ways to relate and connect that to others, huge in the 11th house. Creating healing environments for others, huge in the 11th house. Creating safe space environments for others, huge in the 11th house. You've been through this form of abuse, you've been through this form of trauma, you're dealing with this form of hurt, you're dealing with depression, you're dealing with this form of mental, emotional anxiety, you feel me, instability in some type of shape or form. Huge. You guys could start healing communities like nothing. Moon in the 11th house can really connect. Now, the power about the moon in the 11th house, you guys could really touch people. You could really touch people's subconscious in this area. So you could be an artist with the moon in the 11th house. If your music really got your fucking heart in it, shit that you really care about, your emotions in that bitch, you gonna get fan mail like, Boro, I don't know what your intention with this song was. I don't know if it was a real experience or not, but I really went through something like this in my personal life, and it's like, you really uplifting my subconscious, helping me feel like I could bounce back, heal from this situation, this, that, and third. But you just being an artist, but it's still that moon nurturing, understanding, connection energy that you're pushing out into that area. So things dealing with your emotional well-being, uplifting the subconscious of others, connection, creating safe space, safe environments, an environment that's external but it's private, and because everything about the 11th house is public. Right? We're dealing with public relations. We're dealing with the external realm. But if you can create, we got the brother Soul Sage in the building, another talented astrologer. All right. What's going on, family? If you got sun in the 11th house, moon in the 11th house. Yes, the 11th house is public, is dealing with public relations, but you can create that community for private issues. You can create that community for private issues here. Now, the thing about having the moon in the external spaces in the zodiac, in your chart, moon in the 10th, moon in the 11th, it comes with a sense of vulnerability now. That's just what it is. You have to be vulnerable to be able to be a healing factor for the world. And I don't think that's that much of an ask with how much people you can help out, with how much people you can heal. Because it's going to turn into a point that y'all just empowering each other. You're using that community to help you continue your healing journey and to help you deal with whatever vulnerabilities with your personal subconscious issues on top of, feeling like you're spiritually aligned, being able to connect with others that's that experience some of the same things that you experience, some of the same issues that you experience in some type of shape or form. So we got that going on. Moon in the 11th. All right. Just want to make this simple, clean and cut. All right. Make sure I don't leave certain simple traits out. People are going to confide in you in this house. Moon in the 11th. People are going to confide in you. You may even get into situations you may realize when you out in, you could just get to, you just manifested being in a new social environment. You at a place you don't know nobody at. You at this event you don't know nobody at. You start talking to somebody, they start pouring their emotions out on your ass. Because you in the 11th house. When you just out and about, you in the 11th house. You got the moon in that bitch. People gonna feel like they could connect with you. It's like, no, I just met you, but I feel like, I feel like you understand. Key word, they're going to say things like that. I feel like you understand, though. You understand where I'm coming from, right? I'm trying to make it work with my wife, but she not hearing me. What you think I should do, brother? You just met this nigga 25 minutes ago. You guys started talking about the Knicks game on the TV at the bar. 25 minutes later, it's like, yeah, we not as intimate anymore, Nigga voice start shaking, that's when a brother really feel it, when he get that voice tremble. I don't even want to fight in front of the kids. Sometimes we be fighting and the kids be saying, it's like, okay, depressed father, man, it's all right. I know we strangers, but I could tell, Moon, y'all be having to know that people don't be having people in their life to brew, to release. So you have to be that stranger, that sensitive stranger they can release to. Moon in the 11th house. If you understand and feel this testimony, let me see the moon emoji in the chat. Because they going to say an astrologer is lying up here, brother. And y'all know we don't do that in this church. All right, this is genuine word, family. Moon in the 11th house, strangers be pouring on y'all. This shit mad funny. My best friend a moon in the 11th house, but he in Aquarius. So when this be happening to him, it be funny as hell. He be like, yeah, bro, I don't even know this nigga. I be like, bro, how many times I gotta tell you got moon conjunct Jupiter in the 11th house? You're going through some expansive situations with people's subconscious in that area. You better learn to receive and heal, brother. Okay? Mercury in the 11th house. It don't matter. At this point, it don't matter what you talk about. It don't matter what you critique and analyze. Moon in the 11th house. Mercury in the 11th house. Mercury in the 11th house can critique it. Start a YouTube channel, start a brand business, analyzing, critiquing this, that, and the third, giving their view and appointment on this, that, and the third. People are going to want to gravitate towards your ideologies and your analysis of things. It just is what it is. And we're going to just love how you talk in some type of shape or form. We're going to love how you articulate things. You may not even be bringing a lot of, not trying to downplay y'all. Y'all may not even be bringing these different ass ideologies of what you're articulating, what you're critiquing, or what you're, talking about in your brand business, this, that, and third, in your platform. But we like how you talk. Yeah, you saying everything else the astrologers are saying about Pisces season and the eclipse, but we like how you say it, though. We know the new moon is coming up. We know the new moon in Pisces deal with this, that, and the third, but the way you say it, Mercury in the 11th house, niggas saying the same shit other niggas saying, but you like, I ain't think about it that way, though. Keyword Mercury, I ain't think about it that way. No, you got Mercury in the 11th house. You get into a group association. You start expressing your ideologies and how you analyze things and what you think about the world and society in general and relationships in modern times. I ain't think about it that way. You making me think new thoughts about the 11th house, about the world. Depending on what sign it's in, right? So you got Mercury and Leo in the 11th house. What's this? Libra rising. Libra rising. You got Mercury and Leo. For example, your critique on entertainment. You start a YouTube channel or some shit. I don't even want to make it all YouTube-ish. You start a blog. You start journaling. You start a blog or something. You start just giving your thoughts about the modern time things dealing with fashion. How the fashion industry is not what it used to be. Yo, how you got a blog go viral? This is not even on the internet. This bitch is in the newspaper. This is Mercury in the 11th house shit. Nigga get a newspaper viral moment. That's some old school ass shit right there. Niggas going viral off the newspaper? Niggas going viral off the Daily News? They ain't even put this article online yet. It's just in the newspaper though. Type of old school talented brother or sister is this? That's how niggas had to go viral back in the day, y'all. How else are you gonna get your shit out there? You gotta be in the newspaper or some shit. You gotta blog in paper with ink. Like a bug. You wasn't posted on TikTok. Okay? But that's Mercury in the 11th house all day. And then if you could hold dialogues and interaction with people within your business and brand, hold the space for people to communicate, hold the space and platform. If people feel like they could connect to your brand platform, and they could share their thoughts and communicate this, that, oh my goodness. Subscription out of here. Community group out of here. Branding out of here. I'm giving the gems right now. I hope y'all catching it, family. Let me see them diamonds in the chat if you're catching these right now. Let me see them gems in the chat. So that's Mercury in the 11th house. And Mercury in the 11th house, you're going to attract a lot of niggas that talk a lot, too. You niggas be talking. You can't even get your Uber driver. Brother, I'm trying to listen to my music. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, they got to do better with these roads. You from around here? Yeah, I can tell by your accent. You ain't from around here. You from New York, right? Yeah, my people's up there from New York. Oh, man, the Mercury in the 11th house. Am I lying, Mercury in the 11th house? This be you too, though. This be you too, though. Now, this is the thing about the planets in the houses. We push these energies out and we attract them here. The Mercury in the 11th house, you can't even drive. You can't even listen to your music. By the time the Uber ride done, you ain't checked one text. My girl texting me talking about, nigga, you don't see me messaging you? Like, babe, the Uber nigga was talking to me. Fuck the Uber nigga. Do you hear what I'm talking about? Got my Cancer girl going off on my black ass. This is my problem with him. He don't be caring. Baby, I got Mercury in the 11th house. I was in the Uber. It was hard to cut the nigga off. Damn. Mercury in the 11th house. But that's what you could connect, build community and groups big time. Mars in the 11th house. So, I used Mars as an example in the post. I used Mars as an example opening up. If you could bring a sense of motivation and transformation to the 11th house, you're out of here. Community, group, branding, out of here. Hey guys, join my Facebook group. I'm going to show y'all how to shed weight in 90 days. Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to transform into this holistic health diet. Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to transform your finances using Bitcoin, using stocks. I'm going to motivate you to do this, that, and the third. Out of here. Mars in the 11th house. Mars ruling the 11th house. All right. I didn't want to do house lords and the planets. I had to just make it simple real right now for now. Maybe we do part 2 tomorrow, doing house lords or something. All right, maybe we do that. Okay, got a lot of work to do right now. Okay, Boro teaching us excuse. I'm a reformed toxic nigga, so sometimes I got to throw some hacks out for niggas that haven't, they still on their bullshit, just making they toxic don't hit that hard to their girl. I got Mercury in the 11th house, babe. Okay? The lady at the store was talking to me. The cashier was talking to me. But yeah, Mars in the 11th house. Anything dealing with competition. Anything dealing with your natural passions. Sharing your natural passions. The things you're naturally passionate about in general. Putting out into the 11th house to create a community with other people that's passionate about something. You're going to be passionate about politics. You might be an Aries rising. You got Mars in Aquarius, conjunct your Mercury in that bitch. So you just be communicating about all the passionate shit going on with politics and political sciences and shit. Oh yeah, your live stream gonna be jumping. Your group community gonna be jumping. You niggas gonna be trying to make new laws and shit. No, this is what we gonna do, family. We gonna take this past the internet. You gonna have niggas signing up to petitions for shit. This is signing up. What I'm telling y'all right now is how to get niggas to sign up for petitions. If you know how to use your 11th house planets and 11th house lord, Nigga sign a petition for anything. So that's Mars there. Venus. Now somebody asked a comment about Venus. They said something like, "Bro, I got Venus in the 11th house. Is this something dealing with helping people understand how to make money?" That could be one right there, Venus, dealing with finances. But the true core energy of Venus is dealing with value, self-esteem, and love. So obviously anything dealing with love matters. Being able to hold a space where people feel loved, no matter how you do it, whether it's through a creative space, a teaching space, you're teaching about love, teaching things about relationship activity, anything you naturally value. You connect your values. It could be certain ideologies, concepts, beliefs that you value. You connect these things out in the 11th house community group, and Venus already deal with appreciation and support. It already deal with manifesting some love and manifesting some people that could pour into you in that house, but it depends on how much you pour into that 11th house. So if there's something you really love and you're showing the world you love it, it's something you really value and you appreciate, and you're showing the world that you love and appreciate it with Venus in the 11th house, other people going to be like, I appreciate that shit too. I love that shit too. Where I sign up at for your business brand, this, and the third. All right. Remember, these are all being pushed out through the signs that they're in. Okay, so we got that going on, Venus in the 11th house. But yes, helping people understand how to, multiply their finances. Anything dealing with uplifting the self-esteem of people in the 11th house. Venus dealing with beauty, ladies, cosmetics, hair, nails, fashion. What y'all call them things? Haul reviews, U-Haul reviews. All right, y'all. So I got this perfume from I don't know. This fragrance it's a little strong. I was looking for a little strawberry-ish scent. It's giving a little bit, passion fruit. I didn't even know they got passion fruit perfumes. All right, matter of fact, anyways. But Venus in the 11th house, ladies, you don't play. Because they're going to look at your tutorial on how to do a French braid like a mug. I promise you. I promise you. Jupiter in the 11th house. What do you have knowledge and wisdom about? What do you have knowledge and wisdom about? What have you experienced dealing with relationships and certain groups and communities that you're a part of that spark new philosophies in your life? So you might have Jupiter in the 11th house. You might naturally have grew up in the church already. You might have dealt with being a part of a spiritual church-like group association. Some shit like that. But you start realizing the church be on some bullshit. Then you start getting expressive about what true spirituality is like, what true Christianity look like with Jupiter in the 11th house. What you got in the 11th house, Boro? Y'all know I'm a Placidus nigga. So from a Placidus perspective, I don't got nothing in the 11th house. But I got a 10th house stellium with Mars, Mercury, and Pluto and Scorpio. So from a whole sign's perspective, that's my 11th house. Scorpio, midheaven, and all that shit. So, if you look at things from a whole sign perspective, that's why I can have a passionate ass influence with how I express things. A very blunt and direct, intense, sometimes maybe slightly emotionally inconsiderate of other people's feelings at times. But people know I have good intention, though. Mars, intention. So that's what saves me. But yes, or what did I just open this live talking about? Using spirituality to help transform your life in Aries season. Bringing that sense of transformation, making sure I'm giving my communication, my ideals, my perspectives about things, right? Am I always talking about attachments, desires, healing the subconscious, Pluto? So from a whole sign perspective, it plays out like that. But the 10th and 11th house are so intertwined, all right? So we got that going on. So yeah, Jupiter. So the things that you've experienced dealing with relationship activities, wherever Jupiter's at, you're going to be very studious. So Jupiter in the 11th house, they're studying something with relationships and societies in general, whether it's government, whether it's a spiritual communities, whether it's, they're studying something with Jupiter in that 11th house when it comes into how relationships and societies groups move in the world. Your concepts and beliefs of these things, on top of just things that you have natural knowledge and wisdom and expertise about, if it's just something you have expertise about and you could teach others about, hey guys, join my community, join my Facebook group, join my Patreon, and I'm going to teach y'all how to do this. Because we be having Patreons all different. Some people have entertainment Patreons. Some people have all different type of things. But if I'm joining your brand, your community, your Patreon, because you teaching me how to do some shit, you could be teaching me how to do something creatively. You could be teaching me how just something dealing with spirituality. You could be teaching me how to heal. You could be teaching me how to, you could be a dating coach. You're teaching me how to, be more intriguing to women, whatever it is. But you're teaching me something. All right. I got Jupiter and Libra. That's why I would make a good dating coach. But anyways, I be dropping the gems on y'all on here anyways. I be having all the gems for relationships, but when it come to my own personal shit, that should be hard to apply. I ain't gonna lie, family. It'd be easier to give your talent off into the world. This is why we gotta get into the 11th house, because you need to have that exchange. It'd be easy to give your talents off a little bit and give your value off to others, but applying that shit in our life be something else. But that's that Jupiter in that 11th house, all day, every day. You know how to teach something. You have expertise with something. You've been experiencing something, dealing with people in the world a lot in some type of shape or form. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That shit gonna blow up community and group. Saturn. Powerful placement. Powerful placement. Powerful placement. Home here. It's home here. This person knows how to get from point A to B, working through relationships and people. But when it comes into building community and brand, not only is this person already going to have people that can help them build the community and brand, that's going to be resourceful, you can create platforms that provide stability for people's lives. Whether you're teaching people how to deal with their taxes, you're teaching people how to invest into stocks, you're teaching people how to gain stability in their life by restricting and limiting certain negative influences to feel more stable. So maybe that's a part of your community group brand. I'm teaching people how to discipline this. Join my Facebook group to understand how to deal with a real sexual abstaining journey. I know some of y'all want to be on this journey. I want to be celibate, this and that, third, but you need a place to be accountability. Join my Facebook group. I got y'all. So either I'm going to bring something resourceful, Saturn going to bring something, a Saturn 11th house person most likely has some type of resource or some type of, whether it's a concept, a tool, knowledge and wisdom, but it's manifesting and bringing stability in somebody's life. You're out of here, Saturn in the 11th house, and y'all be knowing people that can help y'all build it. And y'all be knowing people that can help y'all build it here. And you know how to study the 11th house and be like, okay, that's how they build a platform, do that. Okay, so I'm going to take my talent, but I'm going to kind of, because the 11th house is outside. So the power of Saturn in the 11th house, it knows how to adapt, dealing with structuring and stabilizing things by understanding the natural infrastructure of the world. So this is somebody that wants to deal with social media marketing, but Saturn in the 11th house is going to understand what a niche is. It's like, oh, you got to get a niche, and then you work yourself into the algorithm like this. That's the infrastructure of the internet. That's the infrastructure of how to get into that space, how to get into that social environment. This is the natural intuition here. Powerful Saturn in the 11th house, and you know what people and things to leave out of the group and brand and community or whatnot. This is like a artist that is like popping, and it might have been I'm trying to give a good example. Like, this is like somebody that knows if they allow themselves to express a certain thing, it could throw off the outlook of their brand in the public eye. Saturn knows, like, no, we focus on this. We don't talk about religion and politics. We just talk about this. Like, they have this type of intuition of knowing what not to project. So this is a strong placement. Saturn 11th house got to know how to work through their resources. I mean, their contacts. You're going to manifest people in this house that can help you long-term build. And every time you think about that thing you may want to connect, you may want to build and stabilize in career, this person may come back to your mind like all the time, like, damn, how do we having this resource? I got to reach out to them. You can't let your contacts go dead with Saturn in the 11th house. Pluto in the 11th house. Pluto dealing with anything with people that have long-term struggles with things. Long-term struggles with things, you're helping them heal these things, understanding how to initiate some type of rebirth in their life. Join my community, my brand, my group, my log on to my subscription, and I'll show you how to transform this. I know it's something that you're dealing with in a long-term way, some type of attachment you have. I'm going to show you how to detach from that, how to evolve from this in some type of shape or form. I'm going to show you how to take initiative, being intentional with something that's long-term. So back to Mars, this is a higher octave of Mars, you know, and y'all see what the good sister Ebony Simone says, Pluto transiting the 11th house right now. So we're all learning how to use things dealing with associations and groups to transform our reality in long term. This is why a lot of things is just shifting right now, depending on the groups, associations you're a part of, who you associate yourself with in general. Shifting how you even look at relationship activity in general. Being able to bring your individuality into the collective. Like, so Pluto in the 11th house, people, they help you understand, you know, the depth. Pluto, the depth. They help you understand the depth of how relationships work in society. And then in general, you know, you could feel like you're more in a safe space dealing with healing and transformation, being a part of their brand, community, and groups. You're feeling like it's giving you more of a heightened sense of intuition and insight dealing with how the world works, with relationships having their influence on the world in some type of way. And just having those like Mars and Pluto energies in the 11th house, it just be mad powerful what could happen here when you get a bunch of people that's passionate about something on the same page. Then this group could start bringing mad transformation. That should start getting a little too powerful. That should get out of your hands. You can't even hold your church back from doing certain things. You done rallied up a bunch of passionate brothers and sisters. All right. So that Pluto in the 11th house, Mars in the 11th house, those don't be no games right there. Those don't be no games. You let the wrong person get power with this placement, it'd be some shit. This nigga got a negative ass view on things, but he got mad people supporting him about this view. Damn, Mars and Pluto be shaking shit up, man. All right. But yes, there's a higher octave of Mars. So that sense of transformation, helping people deal with, you know, initiating a rebirth in their life. And maybe this is another healing space too. You being able to manifest a space where people could be a part of this group community and they felt like there was something they couldn't transform and felt like something that they couldn't evolve from. It's something that you're trying to unlock properties of in somebody's subconscious. With Pluto here, this is big. Helping people, a lot of people that find themselves helping other people deal with addiction. A lot of people that like you're hosting AA meetings. You had a long-term battle with alcoholism or something. And Pluto in the 11th house could also deal with a lot of enabling relationships to the point they gain many experiences understanding the different facets and factors that, you know, make this more of a struggle in somebody's life to the point they're so experienced helping you make such a long-term transformation. That's a transformation that you got to stay evolved in. You once you sober, you can always snap back. So being a part of this person's brand or group, how we feeling today, guys? We feeling all right? We practicing our affirmations. How did you guys do when you had that urge or that temptation, Pluto temptation, that desire? Did y'all use the practices and exercises I gave y'all? All right, I'm proud of y'all. Okay, look at you guys. Remember when you thought you couldn't get over this attachment? Remember when you guys thought you couldn't rebound from that divorce? Remember you guys, Pluto in the 11th house, powerful. All right. Neptune in the 11th house. Neptune in the 11th house. These brothers and sisters, take your beliefs and your creativity and your fantasies out into the 11th house. These people can create environments where other creatives meet up. Other spiritualists meet up. All right. This is the astrologer. This is the spiritual teacher that wants to create a community with a bunch of other astrologers. Like, yo, bro, this is what I got. Look, it's gonna be me, you, Shirls, Umi, Soul Sage. It's gonna be all of us. This is what we gonna do right here. We're gonna be like the Super League team, the Super League spiritual team. Remember like X-Men and them niggas? That's gonna be us. And then we're going to create a community where other people that want to be astrologers and healers, they feel like they could be a part of this brand and community. Neptune all day in the 11th house. All day in the 11th house. You helping people deal with their creativity. So you just teaching people, join my group, join my brand, my community. I'm going to help y'all learn how to play the piano. I'm going to help y'all learn how to, sew clothes, deal with something with creativity. So you got that dual perspective of creativity, but if you're teaching people how to do something creative in a community or group, that goes a long way with Neptune in the 11th house. And just things dealing with belief systems. You're trying to attract other spiritualists. You're trying to create a community where other spiritualists, astrologers, tarot readers, occultists could come and have that space. You're out of here. Neptune in the 11th house. Trying to create that space where other people trying to transition into a form of holistic health want to be a part of, so they can have somebody, they can have people hold them accountable. They can have new, a group to go to for new recipes, for their vegan diets. You're out of here, Neptune in the 11th. You're out of here. Neptune, Pluto. Oh, you're save the best for last. Save the best for last. The exaltation, Uranus. Woo, I hope you Uranus is in the 11th house. Know your power. I hope you Uranus is in the 11th house. Know your power. Y'all got to know your power, because sometimes y'all be causing a lot of ruckus without knowing your power with this placement. The beauty about Uranus in the 11th house is that this is the child that you don't have to tell them, listen, you're old enough to go to school by yourself now. When you walk out this house, you're going to see people on the corner. You're going to see people here. There's going to be people doing this. You're going into 6th grade now. It's different. This ain't elementary school. There's going to be kids doing things you're not supposed to be doing. You keep your head focused. Uranus, not Uranus in the 11th house. You don't need to tell Uranus that. Uranus going to make sure they remain who they are in the world, regardless of what type of traditions, communities, groups that they've been a part of. Uranus in the 11th house, it don't matter what type of family traditions that were imposed on them, religions, philosophies that were imposed on them. They're going to initiate their own journey of individuality. And the more they get out into the world and see, like, damn, like, what the fuck? It's so much different groups and associations and mentalities, and it's so much different things out in the world. How could I ever stay conformed to something? How could I ever allow myself to stay condensed, to a certain ideology, philosophy about something? Or how could I simply ever allow myself to be persuaded to move like others? So when you got Uranus in the 11th house, you have the power of getting a bunch of individual-minded people on the same. This is a powerful group of people, but they all leaders. This is a powerful group of people in the community, but we're all leaders. We're all individuals. We all have our individual thought, but we're bringing it together. So Uranus in the 11th house, it could just be naturally influential, just pure. Uranus is influential in general because it's different, it's unique, it's original. So yeah, this person may have an intense ass delivery about how they look at relationship activity. They may be a Kevin Samuels ass nigga, and they're direct, they're blunt, a little inconsiderate of feelings and emotions. But boy, we ain't never seen nobody express things about relationship activity like this. We ain't never seen Uranus and 11th house people. They shake the room up because they don't care about. They don't care about compromising their individuality in the world. This is the artist that is not going to sign the record deal because they're understanding how being independent keeps their freedom. This is that artist. This is the person, bringing a intense ass ideology into the world about something. They're labeled a radical, but they're influential as fuck. They're influential as fuck. So Uranus in the 11th house ain't no fucking game. There's so much power there. And when you allow yourself to express your individuality, wherever we have Uranus at, we're going to be the black sheep. But that's why it's powerful having it in the 11th house, because you help other people to realize how they may have been moving like a sheep a little bit, and they feel so empowered being a part of your brand, being your client, being a part of your community, a part of your group because you might have initiated that in them. These are the people that come to you. Your clients come to you like, yo, Boro, all my life, I always felt like I couldn't fuck with astrology. My parents was really Christian, and I grew up like that. I thought I was wrong going against Jesus. I thought I was wrong doing this, that, and the third. But you made me realize I have the right. I have the individual right to go chase my own belief system. And I didn't understand that till I started watching your content. This is how your client going to talk to you. This is how your church member is going to talk to you when you just allow your individuality to be seen in the 11th house. So yes, with great power come great responsibility. And I keep telling y'all all the time, very powerful placements come with a dark side that you have to be aware about. So when that dark side comes, you know how to be resilient in it. And you know how to reaffirm your power so that doesn't get the best of you. Because with Uranus in the 11th house, you will attract people trying to be power and controlling over you. This happens with Mars in the 11th house. This happens with Pluto in the 11th house. Because a lot of these people are going to be radicals in the 11th house. And you know the Matrix don't like that, right? Y'all know the Matrix don't like that. Y'all know the Matrix don't like people that empower the individuality of others in the collective. And Uranus does this in their sleep. You have a 10-minute conversation with Uranus, they make you realize how you've allowed somebody else to make your decisions for you. And you're like, damn, I never looked at it. You're right. Mom, I never told my mom I didn't want to major in this shit in college. You know what? I'm about to go change my shit right now. Hold on. I'm going to see you niggas at the diner hall. I'm going to the principal office. I'm going to the dean's office in this mug. Motherfuck, pre-law. I always wanted to be a chef. I'm finna go to culinary school. Ain't this a mug? Just because my mother and father is lawyers. I love cooking. I mean, I love making a good sandwich for somebody. You ever make a gourmet sandwich for somebody and you see how you just light their whole life up? When you toast the bread. I mean, the outside be toasted, the inside be tender. You ever seen, so somebody, Uranus in the 11th house empowers a student that was on YouTube and ran into this influencer. They're the sophomore year in college, and you listening to this Uranus in the 11th house person just talking some radical ass shit on YouTube. Yeah, it's the age of Aquarius. Like, fuck school. What the fuck we need school for? It's the age of Aquarius. If you ain't going to school to be a lawyer, a doctor, something you need to get credentials for, you could go educate yourself. There's courses out there. You could self-teach yourself in today's age. College is a scam. So I hope all the young students out there, if you feel like you need to fucking drop out, drop the fuck out. Because I know y'all got some gifts and talents or different entrepreneurial pursuits that y'all can empower yourselves right now. Did you even pick your major? Or did your parents influence it? Oh, my damn. That's Uranus in the 11th house. Start saying shit like that. Is it triggering? Yes. Oh, yes. It's very triggering. But are they right? Did you go to sleep thinking about shit differently that night? Uranus in the 11th house. All right, guys. I love y'all. Y'all already know the vibes. I hope that gave clarity on my post earlier. Let me go ahead and get this on YouTube and throw some timestamps before everybody start killing me. Boy, the 2-hour lives, no timestamps is killing me. All right. Let's continue to step into this beautiful space we walking into that's going to deal with so much spiritual transformation and evolving. All right. It's going to be a little rocky. It's going to be a little rocky, y'all. We was chilling for a little bit. All planets direct. Now we got a retrograde eclipse. The eclipse is taking place in a sign that already got the North Node in Chiron there. So a lot of us will be tested. How individual are you? Right? How much are you about to hesitate to birth a new thing in your life? Aries is birth season, y'all. It's the I am. It's the first house. The first house deals with new beginnings in general. In general. All right, guys. Chart Your Destiny Masterclass, identifying your gifts, talents, and purpose, stepping into the new year, taking place in 2 weeks on Easter weekend. Grab y'all seats, family. Y'all know it's finna be lit. It's Easter weekend church service. Bring your best outfits, and it's up and it's stuck. I love y'all. Peace.